Welcome to this weather forecast video. We've got a couple different things we're going to be talking about. We have severe weather that's going to be returning tonight into the day tomorrow, as well as a pretty decent snowstorm that the upper Midwest is going to be experiencing. You can see here's our upper level low right here that we have that is kind of developing here across portions of the Dakotas. This is going to be moving off to the northeast through the night tonight into the day tomorrow. We have the potential for some severe weather overnight tonight here across far northeast Oklahoma into southwestern Missouri and northwest Arkansas. Pretty low threat, but could see some possible hailstorms. There's even a 2% tornado risk out for probably one of the smallest 2% tornado risks that I have seen. So here's the current National Weather Hazards map. Up here, you can see there are already these winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings for portions of Minnesota into Wisconsin. We'll be talking about that here in just a minute. Before we keep going, though, be sure to hit that like button on the video and leave a comment if you're in one of these areas, and be sure to subscribe to our channel as well for more updates. So here is that risk for overnight tonight. You can see we have a slight risk for much of southwestern Missouri into extreme northeastern Oklahoma and far southwestern Kansas. But most of southwestern Missouri here is in that slight risk area and a marginal risk that surrounds that. Again, pretty low threat of any significant severe weather, but there could be some good thunderstorms, possibly some small hail. Really low chance of an isolated spin-up tornado, but it's not nothing. This is going to be probably starting here in around midnight to, I would say, 6 a.m. time frame is kind of what we're looking at for seeing some of those storms kind of develop. So make sure you have a way to receive those warnings. This is the bigger day tomorrow, which you can see really stretches from much of Tennessee all the way down here into northeast Texas. We're going to be having like an MCS type setup. A good bit of Mississippi is in this slight risk with a marginal risk expanding off further to the east. So I do think the main corridor threat is going to be here across Mississippi into northeast Alabama. I think that's going to be our main threat for some of the biggest significant weather that we could see during the afternoon, primarily during the day tomorrow there. So let's kind of take a look at, then again, this is where that highest tornado threat is basically that same area I just outlined. We've got that 5% tornado risk there for tomorrow, and then a pretty large swath of that 2% tornado risk that does surround it there as well, stretching all the way up here into far southwestern Kentucky, and they're into eastern Texas. Now the wind and hail risk, this is what the wind and hail risk are looking like. That 15% risk across pretty much where the slight risk area is. So definitely could see some hail, some 60, 65 mile per hour winds, scattered reports of that. Definitely not out of the question. We'll probably be running a live stream either tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening covering some of this severe weather. So again, be sure that you've got that subscribe button clicked and have those notifications on so you can know when we're live. Here's kind of a look at the forecast model for the day tomorrow. So you can kind of see we have this line that kind of develops here right across northern Louisiana into Mississippi, even stretching over into Alabama. But really, it's kind of right in this area is where we're seeing those stronger storms, and that's where that bigger tornado risk during the afternoon hour, I'd say from about 2 to 6 p.m. Central Time, around that time frame is when we're seeing that. And we could see on Monday, we could see a development of some severe weather for portions of southeastern Georgia, and even here, maybe you see a little bit of development there into northern Florida for Monday morning and early afternoon. So no risk areas issued for Monday as of yet, but that could certainly change. And with that tornado threat, these are the updraft helicity tracks. So this kind of gives us an idea of where there could be potential tornadoes. And again, very few, but not none. We can really kind of see a focus area here for the potential for tornadoes. There in northern Louisiana, west central Mississippi, another little area here, maybe there, and then also here again, a third little area there across northern Mississippi. So there could be some tornadoes. There's not a zero threat there, but it is pretty low for tomorrow. We're not seeing any strong tornado potential for tomorrow. The ingredients for the stronger tornadoes really isn't there. The wind shear isn't all that great. It's only 30 to 40 knots of wind shear, where for those stronger tornadoes we would want winds 60 to 65 knots, kind of like what we saw a week ago out in those areas. We really need some better ingredients for stronger setup. So that's the severe side of this weekend system. Here's the look at that winter side of what we're talking about. So we can already see we've got winter storm warnings for much of northeastern Wisconsin and winter weather advisories surrounding that. Also some winter storm warnings up off in far northeast Minnesota. We have some wind advisories because, again, we're going to have some pretty strong winds that are going to be here in the Dakotas into portions of western Iowa, northeast Nebraska. So definitely be mindful of that. Could have some pretty strong winds out there. And then here's a look at that forecast for some of these snowfall totals. Again, you can really see this area here in eastern and northeastern Wisconsin, kind of get some of the snowier totals. And then also up here along portions of northeastern Minnesota into the UP of Michigan. Some of these areas could see 7-8 inches, possibly even. Wouldn't be even surprised to see if we crack maybe a few isolated spots getting that 10 to 12 inch range there in northeastern Wisconsin. So it is definitely going to be an interesting next couple days here, as we can see, between the severe weather threat and the winter weather threat. So be sure to stay with us here at Extreme Weather Videos. We'll keep you guys all updated on the forecast, and we'll be posting more videos and updates tomorrow during the day with the severe weather threat in Mississippi and parts of the southeast. Be sure to also check out our Facebook page, because that's where we'll be posting a lot of the watches and warnings. We're also on Discord as well. Discord, look us up, Extreme Weather Videos. We'd be glad to have you join us and be part of our Discord community. So we'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great evening.